Meeting come to order, please. Roll call, if you would, press your yes button. One, two. Recorded. We have a quorum. Thank you. Staff announcements.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. We have several announcements, but I'd like for Mike to go first. He has a couple of announcements related to the ongoing plan update that he needs to be making. Mike?
Yeah, so just real quickly, the comprehensive plan update process is going very well. We had a meeting, I guess it was the beginning of last week, that was very well attended. There were about 90 people in attendance, which is pretty consistent with what we had the first time around. We've also had, I think, 600 or so responses online to various survey questions and online activities. So that process is going very well. There is going to be a work session between or with County Commission and Planning Commission scheduled for the 30th of October. That's going to be in the evening, probably at 6 o'clock. I'll send you an email regarding the exact time at the Enrichment Center. Also, our folks at Channel 3 filmed the presentation that was given at the last public meeting, which I think did a really good job of kind of telling the story and providing the public with a lot of very good information. That presentation is going to be made available to the public in a few ways. One, I think it's already available on YouTube. The Channel 3 folks are going to post that on the county's website and in other programming that they have at Channel 3. And then also, as you know, there's a website that's dedicated to the plan. It's Williamson2040.org. The same types of public engagement opportunities that were provided at the public meeting are replicated in online form on the website, and the presentation in its entirety will also be made available on that website.
Okay, Mr. Chairman. A couple of things. Just as a reminder, we will be having a closed session at the end of the meeting, and we will briefly go off the air at that time and have Ms. Ransom address this body, and once her comments are completed and whatever questions come up are answered, then we'll come back on and we can walk away. That we can then, I guess, dismiss you. Item last, we get to say goodbye to something of an institution tonight. Mr. Pete Mosley has tendered his resignation from the Planning Commission effective October 31st. So this will be Pete's last meeting among us. And we want to appreciate a great deal his service to this county and the time. I think if we got our dates right, Pete, I was a junior in high school when you were named to the Planning Commission. I'm not. Yeah. True. But be that as it may, you've served this body long and well, and we appreciate everything. And we have you at a little token of our appreciation for that. And again, whatever we can do for you, please let us know, because you've done a lot for us. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Consideration of minutes of September 12. Any corrections? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I just had one thing to maybe amend. On page 2, when we're looking at Page Middle School Phase 2, the motion, Lothers made a motion to accept staff's recommendation with the amendment of a 4-foot pathway connecting the crosswalk to the parking area, and that the crosswalk itself be 10 feet. The 4-foot pathway actually connects to another trail. It runs parallel to Arno Road. I'm not sure how to amend that so it's a little bit clearer for the minutes, the fact that the 4-foot pathway connects to the trail that will connect to the crosswalk. may need help from staff how to do that. Christy or?
Well, I'm struggling with it a little bit because it's part of the motion. So if it
Right.
were information just in the body of the minutes that was incorrect, then, but part of it depends on what the motion itself actually said.
Right.
So if that wasn't really described that way as part of the motion, then we shouldn't amend the motion. If it was described that way in the discussion,
Yeah.
in the body of it,
Yes.
then let's correct it there.
Yeah,
And that would then be incorporated in that motion without changing the terminology of the motion.
terrific. So I guess I move to amend the minutes to include during the discussion about the path, that it runs parallel to Arno Road and will connect to the existing trail perpendicular to cross over to Page Middle School.
Existing trail or existing sidewalk?
There's an existing trail that ends partway. You walk the property. I've got visuals for everybody I'm sending you. And then they're going to bring it down to the street. So this actually intersects, and then with Robin's discussion, it goes over to a crosswalk that's 10 feet wide. So we had a lot of discussion about the Page High School path intersecting there, but I don't know that it's reflected in the minutes.
Okay. We clear now?
I hope it makes sense what I expressed.
Bring it back next month
Okay.
in draft form, if that's acceptable.
That's perfectly fine.
I didn't write that down. Linnea, did you write down specifically what she said? Or I guess it's on the recording. Okay.
Put it,
Let's do that.
so you want to bring it back next month?
Yes, that'd be cleaner,
Let's
I
put-
think.
Yeah, sounds good. And then
Mike?
the attorney has also given me permission to send you all a visual of that so everyone's clear in what was communicated. Thank you.
Put that on as an agenda item.
We will. We'll re-listen to the
Reconsider
tape
the minutes
and
of
put it down
9/12.
verbatim. You got it.
All right, thanks.
And I just now realized it was incorrect as well. So we talked about a 10-foot sidewalk and a 10-foot crosswalk, and on here it says 7.5 to 8 feet. I don't know if that,
That was a little,
That was actually part of the discussion where. That was actually said by Mr. Fortney in response to a question. So I think that was accurately reflected, that part. That's correct.
Okay.
so how do we leave the consideration of minutes this month? Okay, Christie,
Let's just defer them to next
deferred.
month.
Do I need a motion to that effect?
That'd be cleaner, yes, thank you.
Was there a second? Motion made in a second to defer the minutes to be considered at our November, meeting. Have a motion and a second? That is on the item, isn't it? Prepare to vote. Vote now.
Is this on the motion?
To defer
Oh.
till next month. Recorded. Motion carries. Thank you. Consideration of the consent agenda. Anyone wishing to pull an item for separate discussion, please say so now. Otherwise, we'll take it as a whole. Anyone? Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We begin with item 3, Clovercroft Preserve, Section 2, Performance Bond for Water, $97,500. Recommendation, reduced to maintenance the amount of $14,625 for a period of 1 year. Item 4, Clovercroft Preserve, Section 2, Performance Bond for Wastewater Collection System, $102,800. Recommendation, extending current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 5, Clovercroft Preserve, Section 2, Performance Bond for Roads, Drainage, and Erosion Control, $771,000. Recommendation, extending current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 6, Falls Grove, Section 5, Performance Bond for Water, $21,000. Recommendation, release the bond on October 30, 2019. Item 7, Falls Grove, Section 5, performance bond for wastewater collection system, $84,400. Recommendation, extend current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 8, Falls Grove, Section 5, performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $400,000. Recommendation, extend current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 9, Hart's Landmark, maintenance bond for landscaping, $33,200. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 10, McDaniel Estates, Section 1, performance bond for water, $255,000. Recommendation, reduce to maintenance amount of $38,200 for a period of 1 year. Item 11, McDaniel Farms, Section 1, maintenance bond for landscaping, $57,100. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 12, McDaniel Farms, Section 2, performance bond for landscaping, $4,125. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 13, McDaniel Farms, Section 2, performance bond for wastewater collection, $124,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 14, McDaniel Farms, Section 2, performance bond for water, $267,000. Recommendation, reduced to maintenance amount of $41,000 for a period of 1 year. Item 15, McDaniel Farms, Section 2, performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $853,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 16, Silverstream Farms, Section 4F, maintenance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $50,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year with review in 3 months. Item 17, The Grove, Section 8, performance bond for wastewater collection system, $20,200. Recommendation, extend the bond and current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 18, The Grove, Section 11, performance bond for water, $663,000. Recommendation, reduced to maintenance amount of $99,400 for a period of 1 year. Item 19, The Grove, performance bond for wastewater collection system, $186,500. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 20, Troubadour Amenity Center, performance bond for landscaping, $5,100. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 21, Troubadour Section 1, performance bond for wastewater treatment disposal system, $537,000, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 22, Troubadour Section 4, performance bond for wastewater collection system, $74,250. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 23, Troubadour Section 4, performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $520,000. Recommendation, extended current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 24, Vineyard Valley Section 1, performance bond for water, $15,476. Recommendation, release the bond. Item 25, Vineyard Valley Section 1, performance bond for landscaping, $18,150. Recommendation, extend current amount for a period of 6 months. Item 26, Vineyard Valley Section 1, performance bond for wastewater collection system, $80,000. Recommendation, extend current amount for a period of 1 year. Item 27, Vineyard Valley Section 1, performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control, $711,000. Recommendation, extend current amount for a period of 1 year. Dropping down now under final plats, item 32, final plat review for the Grove, Section 12, containing 5 lots on 2.73 acres in the 4.73 acres in the 2nd voting district. The plat is in order and staff recommends approval with the following conditions. 1, the establishment of performance bond amount for water improvements in favor of Millcroft and Utility District in the amount of $26,100. Item 2, establishment of a performance bond for wastewater collection system in the amount of $20,300. 3, execution of stormwater agreement and submission of operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And 4, submission of approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat. And item 33, final plat review for the Grove, Section 13, containing 53 lots, 53 lots on 42.71 acres in the second voting district. This plat is in order, and staff recommends approval with the following conditions. 1, the establishment of a performance bond for roads, drainage, and erosion control in the amount of $832,000. 2, the establishment of water performance bond for water improvements in favor of Millcroft utility districts in the amount of $66,800. 3, the establishment of performance bond for wastewater collection system in the amount of $215,000. 4, execution of stormwater maintenance agreement, submission of an operation and maintenance plan for stormwater improvements. And 5, submission of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plane Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat.
Thank you, sir. Motion on consent. Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 28, under old business, review, plat review for Kings Chapel Phase 9 containing 0 lots on 123.682 acres located off of Murfreesboro Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A revised concept plan for this development was approved at the September 2008 meeting. The applicant is now requesting preliminary plat approval for the 9th phase of the development, which consists of no buildable lots, approximately 119 acres of open space, and the right-of-way for Majestic Meadows Drive. The applicant has requested action on this item be deferred until the November 2019 meeting in order to allow additional time to address staff's comments. Staff concurs with this request.
Thank you, sir. Motion to defer. Motion made and seconded. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Robin? Thank you. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 29, if I can find it. Continuing on our old business, agenda item 29, preliminary plat review for Kings Chapel Phase 10, containing 7 lots on 28.14 acres located off Murfreesboro Road in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A revised concept plan for this development was approved at the September 2008 meeting. The applicant is now requesting preliminary plat approval for the 10th phase of the development, which consists of 7 lots. The applicant has requested action on this item be deferred until the November 2019 meeting in order to allow additional time to address staff's comment. Staff concurs with this request.
Questions of staff? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item under final plats. Agenda item 30, final plat review for Briarwood Farms LLC, large lot easement containing 3 lots on 89.63 acres located off of Harpeth-Paytonsville Road in the 2nd voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The subject property is approximately 15 acres in size and is located off Harpeth-Paytonsville Road, approximately 300 feet west of Herbert-Smithson Road. The applicant is requesting approval of a large lot easement subdivision in order to create 3 lots, being the 3rd, 4th, and 5th lots off an existing 50-foot ingress-egress utilities easement. At this time, the applicant is requesting deferral to the November 2019 meeting to allow more time to address engineering issues. Staff concurs with this request.
Motion to defer. Motion made and seconded. Well, there's no further discussion. Prepare to vote. Vote now. Record it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 31, final plat review for Kings Chapel Section 1 revised containing 48 lots on 53.9 acres located off Highway 96 in the 5th voting district. Staff?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. A revised concept plan for this development was approved at the September 2008 meeting. The concept plan shows a portion of the right-of-way for Majestic Meadows Drive crossing through what is now Section 1 of the development. The applicant is requesting approval of a revised final plat for Section 1 of the development to remove the right-of-way for Majestic Meadows Drive from the aforementioned section and added to Phase 9 of the development. The revised Section 1 consists of 48 lots, approximately 58 acres of open space, and the wastewater treatment and disposal system. Performance bonds for the required improvements within the section have already been posted. It should be noted that a final plat for this section has already been recorded, and this revision will require the signatures of all lot owners within the section to be affixed to the plat prior to signature and recording of the revised final plat. Staff recommends approval of the plat with the following stipulations. The signature of all lot owners within the section shall be required prior to signature and recording of the plat. And number 2, submission of the approved final plat in DWG format on recordable media based on the Tennessee State Plan Coordinate System prior to signature and recording of the plat.
Questions of staff? Comments? Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? Prepare to vote. Vote now. Wait a minute. I got too early. Ed, Beth, Pete. Got it. Motion carries. Thank you. Agenda item 32 and 33 were on consent. Agenda item 34 is the 2020 Planning Commission schedule. Staff?
Mr. Chairman, this is just the schedule of meetings for next year that you approve each year.
That in the packet?
Yes, sir, it is. Oh, it wasn't?
I don't think it's in mine. Anybody got a copy?
Is it in front of them?
Well, Eddie's got one. Lucky ducks. All right, I won't be here. I don't have a schedule.
Now you do.
Shucks. Shucks. All right, that concludes the open session of the Planning Commission for the night. We'll now go into closed session. Excuse me?
You approve the schedule?
Do we have to?
You usually do.
Okay. If you don't like it, can it be amended?
Yes, technically.
We have
you
a
can.
second. Ryan, did you second that? We have a motion and a second. It can't be amended. All in favor say aye, or is that on our program too? All right, we'll vote with the machine. Press your present button. Yeah. Motion carries. Thank you. Beth, you had something you want to say?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I kind of got it in, but I will be sending all of you an electronically a couple of visuals that pertain to the Page Middle School path, because there was some confusion. I'll send that electronically this week.
That'll
Thank
work.
you.
Thank you. I'll get to it in a week or two. All right, that concludes our open session. Going in closed session. Council, you're in charge. That concludes our closed session. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Second? We're out of here.